Gemini, welcome to your just-in-time tarot reading. If you're watching this, Gemini, trust there is a message here for you. If you're a regular, welcome back. If this has popped up in your feed and you're new here, welcome. My name is Bronya. I am an intuitive reader. I've been around here for a little while. Just to let you know that sometimes the whole reading will really resonate and it will be really powerful. It will feel like a personal reading. Sometimes it might be pieces or just that one piece that you need. Occasionally, it's like, you know what, didn't hit the spot. Well, just leave it for somebody else. Let's get started with the Oracle card from Moonology. And I've pulled the Gemini card, interestingly, and it is communication is key. New moon in Gemini. So with communication coming through, you might be waiting for an answer. You might be waiting to hear back from an application, you know, work, housing, finance. You might be needing to really honestly and transparently communicate in a relationship or in your workplace. Let's keep going. And I always say, you know, the words are the true spells that we cast, because once we speak something into reality, it starts happening because people around us, you know, start moving in relation to that message, and it really does initiate, you know, the chain reaction. Okay, I've got the Dreamscape Oracle here. Tune your frequency. Boundaries, magnetism, and energy clearing. Okay, well, Gemini, it's feeling like maybe you're needing to express your boundaries here. You know, what is okay with you? What is not okay with you? You know, it's really okay to use your no and understand that it's a full sentence. And if somebody is not honoring that, then, you know, it says more about them. Sometimes if it's your boss, though, you might have to put a bit of an explanation in there. That's the caveat there. Yeah, so maybe you're needing to, you know, express those boundaries. Okay, you've crossed my line, or, you know, this is not okay. Something like that. There is some energy clearing here that maybe needs to happen. Maybe you're needing to clear the air. Maybe you're really just needing to say where you're at. You know, my, you know, advice with communication, if it is around something that's become a bit tense, is always strip the emotion out of it and come back to facts, right? You know, come back to facts about, you know, what the information here, what is your truth, and you can say how you feel, but come at it from a factual place, because when we bring the heat of emotions into communication, that's when we can get escalation, and that's when, you know, we can get into, you know, the triggers and the reactions. So tune your frequency, rise above this is what I'm getting here. All right, I'm using the Ethereal Alchemist Tarot. It is my new favorite deck. I will link that down below if you want to add it to your collection too. And you know me, I really like interesting tarot decks that are nicely designed, being a ex-designer myself. Okay, I've got the King of Cups. Scorpio energy, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus. Now you may also have a significant Scorpio placement, but I just want to say, if you are dealing with a King of Cups type figure, gender in specific, that is in their shadow side, they can be emotionally manipulative, right? Or maybe emotionally unavailable. You know, sometimes it can be one way or the other. So, you know, that can be challenging to deal with. And this is where it's going to be more important for you to express your boundaries. And these type of characters can very easily, let's say, work their magic on someone who might be a little bit more in their people pleaser, which is no judgment, you know, but it feels like there's some boundaries here that need to be ramped up with this person, and that's for you to use your emotional intelligence as well, Gemini. Page of Swords, yeah, this is the communication. And it can be a small communication with the Page of Swords. It doesn't necessarily have to be a big, we call it a D&M here in Australia, deep and meaningful. It can just be, look, that little sentence that really lets them know, you know, I'm in my lane, you're in your lane, and let's stay there. So Page of Swords, a communication that shifts the direction here in this situation towards the Three of Cups, right? Back to friendship, back to light-hearted energy, back to working together, back to knowing where we stand. So that's what I'm getting here. You can really elevate out of this, but the words are so important. Like I said, they are the spells we cast. They also let somebody know, you know, what's okay for us, you know, what we're available for. And if we don't express that, then how is that person to know? Okay, so that is our part of responsibility in this. Yeah, Eight of Pentacles, I mean, for many of you, this feels like it is probably playing out in the workplace, and that's where it gets even more tricky, right? Because we do need to be, you know, a little bit more careful with what we say. We don't want to put a, you know, step out of line, that type of thing. And so actually having some interesting thoughts about this morning, which is just popping into my head now, so I'll say it, how in my previous career, I was told, because I was in a leadership position, that it would be good if I could stay at work at least half an hour past, you know, the time of the end of the day, so that it, you know, looked really good and looked good to the team. And I thought that was highly toxic. I was already in a state of burnout, and I don't believe that the amount of hours you sit in a chair is any indication of, you know, productivity. But I didn't say it. I didn't push back on that, right? And then, you know, what happened is that they ended up, you know, taking more and more and more, right? Because the boundary wasn't in place. So it's about finding a constructive way of saying that, you know, rather than making it look like, no, I just don't do that. But, you know, coming back to the facts and how you work and what's best for you, and making that known. Three of Pentacles. Yeah, we'll make that the last one here, because this is the energy of, oh, sorry, it's the Five of Pentacles. I thought it was the three. The Five of Pentacles can be a fear of being alienated, or if I do say those words, am I going to be ousted here? Are they going to push me out, right? This is where the tune your frequency comes in, and it's all about the delivery, because with the Five of Pentacles, you know, we can be in a little bit of a fear of loss or fear of lack, out of power. But if we go into the situation from a disempowered place, then we'll often get an outcome that validates that. So tune your frequency to be very much in your power, very much in your value and worth. And I just feel that you'll get, you know, that Three of Cups outcome. Yeah, but if you don't say anything, the Hanged Woman, Hanged Man would indicate that things will probably stay locked up where they are, and you'll continue to experience more of the same. So the Eight of Swords will make that the last one, because that's the energy where if we don't speak it, we end up in the mind, right? And we end up overthinking things, and we're in the stress, the guilt, the worry, the anxiety. But the message of the Eight of Swords is that there's always a way out, but often we can't see it. We're not willing to have that conversation. And the downside of that is that we create a sense of entrapment for ourselves and a sense of isolation. So this is your indication. Tune your frequency, have the conversation from a place of fact and logic, not from emotional triggers and reactions. And I really feel there's an opportunity to get back to this beautiful collaboration energy. Okay, I'm going to leave it there, Gemini, and wish you the very best with this. If you would like to follow up with a personal reading, a first link down below will take you to my website. You can check those out. There are other useful links down below. I have my TikTok and Instagram accounts. I'm very active and interactive over there with different content. There is a free Learn Tarot Quick Guide link down below if you'd like to get started reading the cards. And I have 2 paid courses as well, my Introduction to Intuitive Tarot and my more immersive course as well. I am sending you love and magic. Bye for now.